Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Also welcome cross watchers. So this will be a general daily collective messages reading for Sagittarius and their person. As always, take it how it resonates. So possibly I'll tune in to more than one situation, two situations. Okay. So let's talk tarot. Okay, I'll get straight into the reading. Now there's a lot of court cards here, there's a lot of people here. Okay, it could be, I could tune into past energy, present energy and future energy, so things that haven't happened yet. So a lot's happened here, okay? This could still be happening still, and it could still be in the process of completion. Okay, so let's start off with the people. So we've got two water signs here, we've got two counterparts here. The King and Queen of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, okay? They are both very kind, very loving, warm characteristics, you know, romantic. You know, they're very nurturing. They're like a mum and dad. This could be someone's parents, could be someone's boss. Okay, so we've got two very affectionate, passionate, loving water signs here. You know, watching from afar, could be watching your social media. They could be drinking a lot as well, which clouds your judgment and affects your thinking, okay? Sorry, I was just waiting for that car to go past. So I can see there's been a lot of disruption here, and where there's been a lot going on, chaos, disruption, it's easy to lose your train of thought, it's easy to get distracted, okay? So we've got the King and Queen of Cups. They could like each other here. You could be dealing with a water sign. This could be you, could be your person, okay? You know, maybe somebody wants the Two of Cups. Maybe someone wants to reconcile. And she can be a mum as well, because I get a mothering energy from her, the Queen of Cups. But they can get themselves in a state of illusion, where they're so consumed by emotion that they don't know what's going on around them, and they're very withdrawn. And also they're very healing as well, you know, being a water sign. They're very healing, very creative, very, what's the word? They're good with, yeah, they're good with peace. They're quite diplomatic. They're good at, you know, problem solving, peaceful resolutions, solving things, but they can be a little bit withdrawn and distant. You know, when it comes to taking action, they kind of just sit in their throne, lots of watching, and like I said, overcome with emotion. So we've got two counterparts there. Then we've got this powerful Queen of Wands. Now she is known as an Aquarius or a Leo, okay? She's known as a fire sign, but she's also got a bit of Aquarius in her as well. So Queen of Wands. This could be you, Sagittarius. You know, maybe you have Aquarius or a Leo in your chart, okay? If not, you could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. Now the Queen of Wands is very passionate. She's got a fiery temper, powerful, independent, strong, confident woman, okay? In charge of her own business. She doesn't really need anyone. She's good, you know, she's very creative. She's good at managing things, business. I think she's like, out of all the queens, I think she's the most confident, and also she's very sexual as well. Yeah, she's very sexual. Everyone's sexually attracted to her. People find her a little bit intimidating. Again, if you don't know who this is, maybe some of you have got a new person coming in. Could be third party, could be a karmic, you know, like I said, these people, because there's a lot of court cards here, there could be this, bleh, if I can get my words out. These people could be someone's parents or a boss, okay, work environment, home environment, a karmic or a third party, okay? Then we have got an earth sign here, Sagittarius. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Page of Pentacles. So we've got someone really young here, okay, really, really young, like a teenager, child. So the Page of Pentacles is very grounded, okay, very stable, hardworking. They master a lot of knowledge. They heal their inner child as well. You know, if they've got an inner child that they need to heal, as well, and that could be your person. So you've got an admirer here. You've got an admirer. Someone could be watching you from afar. Could be a new person coming in. And I do see some of you have already entered into a new cycle, a new chapter, a new start in your life. So yeah, you could be dating new people. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 people so far. Okay. Things are quiet right now. There isn't much going on right now. There isn't much communication from anyone. There's not much talking. Things are just really quiet right now with you. And I feel a lot of you are tired. Okay. So the 5th person we've got in this reading, Sagittarius, is a water sign again. So that's 3 water signs. So, but this one's on the move. Knight of Cups. Could be a Pisces. Okay, lots of water, lots of fishes. There's someone traveling. Somebody here is taking the initiative and traveling. There's movement, there's forward motion. Someone's taking the initiative here. A love offering wants to come in here. Okay, I think there's going to be a second chance here with someone. Before I get on to that, something. Okay, so we've got the Hangman, the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the Devil. Okay, this is Pisces, Earth energy again, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, air energy again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, water energy again, 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's been some sort of breakup here, and it was really painful. A separation, a breakup of a third party. It could have been a broken home environment. Someone's betrayed someone, backstabbed someone. Someone here could have been in a situation that was very toxic, where they felt chained, where they felt tied down, where they felt trapped. It was very burdensome. Okay? Someone here was tired of feeling left out in the cold. Yeah? Because we've got the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. A burden beyond one's strength. Okay, someone's down in the dumps, they're depressed, they're sad, they're alone, they feel out in the cold, they're drinking too much, they're in some sort of, darkness. The Hangman, that tells me that something here needs to be sacrificed, needs to be surrendered, and that's why they're feeling in limbo, like they're at a dead end, stuck. They're in some sort of toxic cycle. Okay, when I see the Devil, this tells me about disruption. This tells me about unhealthy habits, no boundaries, drinking too much, codependencies, addictions, obsessive behavior. They could be around someone that's very controlling, possessive, jealous, egotistical, loss of control, erratic behavior. Okay? Possibly someone didn't want to surrender something. They got too big for their boots. 5 of Swords. Again, the card of someone that's very egotistical, very nasty, doesn't take responsibility for their actions, and they bit off more than they can chew. Bad karma. It come back on them. 3 times 3. 5 of Wands. As this is fire energy, I feel that this could have been you, Sagittarius. There's been a lot of drama, there's been a lot of fighting, disagreements in a work environment or a home environment or in a third party. Okay, someone is feeling the consequences of their actions. They're in deep sorrow, they're in deep pain. 5 of Cups. They're very depressed, they're drinking too much. They don't want to know what's going on around them, they're in some sort of illusion. Their mental state's not good. There's been a lot of confrontation, rivalry, competition. Also with this Hangman, this tells me that someone needs to look at something differently and make changes, and then they won't feel stuck anymore. This could have already happened, by the way. I'm really tuning into past tense. It's like you stand still and you go within and you find the answers that you're looking for, and you release these burdens. Someone was tired of the same routine over and over. Someone was tired of being rejected. Four of Cups is the card of boredom. This comes up a lot. Someone had to heal here from a broken heart. Yeah, they had a lot of inner emotional turmoil, you know, wounds. Six of Swords, walking away from something that's not good for you, that's unhealthy. There's a lot of sorrow here. Sleepless nights, anxiety, fear, doubt, worry. You could have tried to help this person. You know, one of these people, I feel that you do know who they are, Sagittarius, and you could have been trying to help them reach out and they weren't having it. In the past, I feel like there was a lot of breadcrumbing, there was unfairness, there wasn't equal give and take, and yes, I do sense there was an evil person here, because we've got the devil there, an unhealthy energy. And then we've got the Four of Swords, so someone's having a rest. They're tired, they're exhausted, they're drained, they need to get their strength back, they need to get their confidence back, they need to recover. They need to mend their broken heart here, because it was very traumatizing for them. And there's something going on with children here as well. Something here was, there was too much baggage. Sleepless nights, nightmares. Someone was or is very stressed out. They're frightened, they're afraid. They're still paying off karmic debt. It's like the tables turned on them. They got involved with the wrong people. But someone's walked away here. This cycle's been completed. For some of you, it's still in the process of being completed, because we're having the Three of Swords, the World, Justice, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, someone could have even been married here, and they went through a really messy, painful divorce, and it's still in the process. They're waiting for the divorce to be finalized, because they were married to someone very, very toxic. Now with a lot of you, like I said, you've closed the door to the past. You don't want to know. You've manifested new people in your life. You've met new people. Okay, because the World card is the card of completion. And some of you was tired of repeating the same thing with someone. You know, they kept making you repeat the same cycle. You know, like repetitive energy. Like you're going around in circles. Some of you have got a new person coming in, and it could lead to a long-term commitment. Okay. Yeah, someone's very depressed here. Could be you, Sagittarius, or it could be your person. They're very, very unhappy. They're very sad. Something happened that was really traumatizing, and it's made them be very fearful. There's something going on with communication, because my throat's blocked, if you can hear. They could have been made redundant, lost their job, lost their home. They could even be homeless here. This person might be too proud to ask for help. Yeah. Could be pride and ego. They don't want to ask for help. That's why they feel stuck. There's too much responsibilities on their shoulders. There's too much stress. They need to relax. They need a break. They can't sleep. They're ill. They need to pull these swords out of their back. Also, their ex, their toxic ex, could still be hanging around, manipulating them, bullying them, hanging on to them. They won't let go. They won't accept that something's over, because I do see rivalry here. It's like someone's trying to get on with their life, but someone's not letting them. Okay. But it's not all bad, Sagittarius. It's not all bad, honestly. So, with a lot of you, because we've got the Ace of Cups, so the Ace of Cups is beautiful, okay? This is the whole, when I see aces, this makes me think of new beginnings, fresh perspectives, new starts, right? New chapters. The idea of being in love, you know, your emotions, your love, everything is flowing here within regards to love, okay? Your person could have a speech impediment, you know, they could have a stutter. I could be tuning into that energy. So a lot of you have manifested new people, you've wished for new people, and the universe is bringing in a new person here, okay? It could be this Knight of Cups here. So we've also got the Star, Aquarius energy, the High Priestess, Nine of Cups, the Chariot, Cancer, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Libra, and the Six of Pentacles, Earth energy again. Okay, so you've got the wish card twice, Sagittarius. So this could have been you. You are doing a lot of self-work here, spiritual growth, okay? You are doing a lot of healing right now. So when I see the Nine of Cups, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune, plus the Justice card, this tells me that things are going to go in your favor, things are going to turn around, okay? Your stars are aligning in your favor here, okay? Feeling content, feeling achieved, feeling accomplished. Someone here is going to re-establish control of their life, okay? They're getting structure back into their life, they're getting order back into their life, and also re-establishing control of their roots, you know, their ego as well. Traveling, the Chariot card is about movement and feeling motivated and feeling determined, you know, to do something, to take action, but also to take the initiative, plus the Eight of Wands there, okay? So good karma is coming, wishes are being fulfilled. The Star card, this tells you to have hope, to have faith, good health, vitality, you know, remain optimistic, wish upon a star, cleansing, nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, plus the Nine of Cups. Someone sees someone as a wish fulfillment. You've definitely met someone new here. If somebody was unfair to someone, I feel like someone at least wants to try and rebuild bridges, you know, make amends, be true to themselves, be true to who they are, but also be fair to you, be true to you. So they could be coming in with a sort of truth, you know, to apologize. Six of Pentacles, there could have been some breadcrumbing. Maybe someone was taking advantage of someone to do with money, because this is the card of giving and kindness and charity, money, value, inheritance, paying off debts, okay? So if you're stressed out about money, balance will be restored, justice will be done here, okay? Good karma is coming your way. So some of you have got this water sign coming in with a love offer, okay? Wanting to, you know, show you love, show you affection. I think this has come up for you before, Sagittarius, this water sign, Knight of Cups. Someone wanting to make you a romantic proposal, ask you out on a date, you know, whining and dining. This is a new person. But the reason why someone didn't show up yet is because it was a fate and, you know, it was a divine timing thing, I keep hearing. Maybe they thought you was involved with somebody else, or there could have been a love triangle. I feel like with this new person, they're very generous and kind, good with communication, very creative, good with decisions. They don't have options. They're not secretly married or anything. There's no baggage. This person's single. They're just young, free and single, and they're just ready to date and see where it goes. Someone here is weighing up the pros and the cons at the moment before they come forward. With the High Priestess there, this is about phases and cycles and changes. And the High Priestess is very intuitive. She's always between the conscious and the subconscious. And she's telling you to go within. to find answers that you're looking for. She's saying that they're within you. If anyone feels stuck, that's why the High Priestess has come up. That's what she's saying. I don't get much negativity from this Knight of Cups. Although he can be very, you know, kind of drunk on love and daydreaming and take his time, but he's on the move. Like I said, there's someone coming towards you, traveling. Some of you have started to date new people. A lot of you are connecting with your higher self right now, you know, your divine self, because the World card is about completion and traveling and going on holiday, but it's also about finding where you want to be in life, you know, like your destination, feeling confident, feeling on top of the world. But it's one of these other people that I'm tuning into, that they're very up and down, wishy-washy, you know, erratic, backwards and forwards, games. You know, you could be dealing with a player. The Eight of Wands is the card of communication, but it's one of these people. They're very backwards and forwards. It's like you're trying to heal and move on and work on self-love and date new people and meet new people. You know, you want stability, you want happiness, you know, you want to enjoy life. You know, you're focused on your wish fulfillment here, your profit, your happiness, your health. But then it's like someone is making it difficult for someone to move on, if that makes sense. Also, the High Priestess means female influence. She could be a female competitor. She could be a third party. Okay? There's 3 females here. Could be same-sex relationships. Like I said, could be someone's mum, family member, karmic person, third party. There's outside influences here, you know, that this influencing this reading, and that's probably why this person is taking their time to come to you, if that makes sense. I could be tuning into 2 different situations here. Someone here is very, very all over the place. It's like confused, indecisive. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they're doing. You know, I've started stuttering. Maybe they drink a lot. Maybe they get drunk a lot. Let's see if anything else wants to come out, Sagittarius. If you are very guarded, Sagittarius, if you are very guarded, that means you're setting boundaries. Because like I said, you're tired of people playing games. You're tired of players, you're tired of being someone's option, and you're tired of being taken advantage of, and you don't want this person to make you repeat the same cycles over and over. You're tired of it. Look, that's why someone's having a rest here. Some of you have already broke bonds, you know, cut cords with this person, because they make you question your own sanity. They make you go a bit sort of insane. They might have even brought you bad karma, to the point where you was having restless nights, insomnia, you can't sleep, you can't see straight, you can't think straight, you can't eat, sleep. You know, this person, someone here has caused someone a lot of pain and heartache and stress. That's why a lot of you want new people. Yeah? I just feel like someone's not letting someone move on. There's definitely something going on with alcohol, because I was really slurring my words just then. I sounded drunk. Yeah, I'm tuning into these cups here. It's these cups. Someone's got a drinking problem. Maybe they need to quit drinking. That could come under the addictions and the codependencies. It could still be happening, you know, where somebody needs to free themselves from a situation. could have built some sort of emotional wall around yourself, Sagittarius. I mean, you are a Sagittarius, right? You don't like to be tied down. You don't like to feel trapped. You know, you're very adventurous. You've got that fighting spirit. You've got that sense of adventure, the Chariot, you know, going traveling. You're on the move. You don't want dull. You don't want to be bored. You want excitement. And this person, or one of these people, was not fulfilling you emotionally. They weren't giving you what you want, and that's why you walked away. Yeah, so if you keep hearing motorbikes outside, your person could ride a motorbike. You know, if you've met someone new, or if it's an ex, they could ride a motorbike. A lot of you are really doing good, you know, where you are. You're adapting to a new routine. You've got good karma coming in, you know, focused on your profit, your brain, like I said, your stability, manifesting new love, people coming in. You want to move forward. You don't want to go backwards, if that makes sense. A lot of you are really embracing your spiritual side here. There could still be obstacles and challenges that someone needs to overcome, and there's still things here that are hidden. Sorry about the dog. It's one of my neighbour's dogs, keeps barking. I can't hear myself think, honestly. It's really noisy where I am, which makes me think of this, you know, disruption. There's so much going on, you can't hear yourself think, and you're like, it's too much, you know. You need a break, you need a rest, you need to listen to your head, you need some quiet time. Because, you know, we're only human, and if you're very stressed out and you're ill and you don't have a break, then that's what happens. We get ill. It reminds me of that song. You know, I'm only human after all. I think it's that song. Okay, anything else want to come out for Sagittarius? Oh yeah, here we go, yeah. Yeah, so 7 of Cups. So like I was saying about the confusion and the indecisiveness and the drinking too much, and where someone is in some sort of bubble and they don't know what they're doing. It's like they're just so drunk they can't see straight, or they're smoking too much. It could be anything. There's something going on here with priorities. They need to figure out what they want. The 7 of Cups is the card of daydreaming. Okay, it could get to the point where it gets dangerous because someone is drinking so much, like they don't know what they're doing, and it's too much, and their words are slurred, as mine are now, because I'm tuning into a person's energy. Could be one of those water signs there. When I see a lot of cups in a reading, this tells me alcohol dependency. Okay, so maybe they need to quit drinking. At the moment, with some of you, yes, a water sign is thinking about you a lot. It could be familiar energy, but I'm getting a new person because of this Ace of Cups here. Yeah, so there is new people coming in. You know, take it how it resonates. I'm really channeling your person's energy. Honestly, it's like being an empath. Honestly, it's really intense. They need to wake up. They need to, or someone here needs to acknowledge what's going on around them. They're just drowning in sorrow and bad karma. They can't see what's going on around them. Okay. You know, someone could have tried to apologize, but you was like, it's too late, you know. Ah, okay. So we've got the Two of Cups. So this could be a soulmate energy. It could be this water sign here, where somebody wants a second chance, so they want forgiveness. Could be a twin flame soulmate connection. Someone that sees you as a wish fulfillment. You know, you're going to get a second chance here, fate and destiny. And they want to embrace this connection, embrace, you know, surrender to the divine, that sort of thing. So the Two of Cups is about companionship, divine union, okay, love, prosperity, a strong, powerful bond here. You've got chemistry with someone, okay. If it's not someone that you know, then it could be someone that comes in here and they're going to tick all the right boxes. Someone that's very motivated, hardworking, knows what they want, strong-willed, they've got their head together, they've got their head straight, and it's going to lead to long-term commitment. You know, take it how it resonates, okay? Okay. The Two of Cups is beautiful. This is mutual, so it won't just be one-sided where someone's doing all the work. This is a mutual connection. See, things do happen unexpectedly, you know, unexpected twists and turnarounds. It's quite ironic, you know, how the universe works. Okay. I really tuned it into someone's, you know, confusion there. And the indecisiveness, that was quite intense. That was really intense. Okay, I pulled some romance angel oracles here. Okay, what have we got? I just want to say that even though there has been pain here, there has been a breakup, it needed to happen, it was unhealthy, right? Someone is really feeling something, you know, deep sorrow, deep guilt, deep regret. Yeah, it's like they're really feeling the consequences of their actions, like really deeply, and they're genuinely sorry. But be careful, because the Five of Cups can also be someone that plays the victim. Okay, so they might be narcissistic, so be careful. They might try and manipulate you, so just be careful of that. I know all about that. Oh, toxic exes. Okay, I feel if one of these people is your twin flame or your soulmate, Sagittarius, I feel that you've been in separation for a long time, and someone here had to learn the hard way. Even though they brought it all on themselves, okay, they got involved with bad people, they brought bad karma to themselves. It must be really hard for them to see the reality of something because it's too painful. Yeah, and now they're grieving the loss of something or someone. They feel that they've lost everything because they brought it on themselves, and they could be too proud to apologize, you know. Okay, so I've got a bunch of cards here that wanted to come out for you, Sag. So first of all, we've got unrequited love. Okay, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so this could mean a lot of things. This could mean that in the past you tried to help them. Okay, you was doing all the chasing, you was doing all the work, and they were breadcrumbing. They weren't giving back to you. Okay, it was unrequited. Also, this could mean that you don't feel the same way about someone. And it could be someone's ex. Someone's ex still hanging around, still trying to ruin things for them, where it's unrequited, okay? Someone doesn't feel the same. And it could also be that if someone does want to come in here with a love offering, maybe they're afraid of being rejected because they feel that you've got options or you're with someone else, so they're not sure. Then we've got release your ex. See, there's something going on with an ex. Someone's ex won't release them. Maybe you're trying to release your ex. Maybe your ex needs to release you. You know, there's wow. There's a lot of exes. Separation, okay? Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe there needs to be a breakup. Maybe there needs to be a separation, or this has already happened. I did pick up a really painful, messy ending of a relationship. Something that was toxic, something that was destructive. Divorce, a third party, yeah? Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Someone was deceptive. Someone betrayed someone's trust. They cheated, they lied. Yeah? This could be someone acting like they don't care, but they actually do. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe that's why you've got your guard up here. For some of you. Because you're afraid, look, of letting people in again. Deceptive. You're insecure. You can't trust people. Healing family issues. Okay, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, yeah? So maybe you or your person need to heal something with your family. It could be trauma, childhood trauma. You need to forgive your parents. You need to forgive a family member. There could be bad blood. Someone's family might not get on. Okay, I do see a lot of females here. Could be someone's mum. Yeah, so there's something going on with family that needs to be resolved and situated. Okay, then we've got you deserve love. Now I did pick up that energy there where someone feels like they're not deserving of something, or they're not worthy of someone's love, but this message has come out saying you are lovable, you do deserve love. Yeah, and that's why the universe could be bringing you in this new person, potential twin flame soulmate. Yeah. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so yeah, like I said, in the past, maybe someone didn't treat you right, or they put work first. They made you an option. They didn't prioritize you in your life. But this new person could be more stable. Yeah, they've got things in order. Finances, career. Yeah, someone that is stable. Yeah, not someone that's got a lot of baggage. Because when someone brings their baggage with them, you know, that's not fair. You know, toxic exes, that's not fair to do that to someone. Put them into a love triangle. Stay optimistic about your love life. See, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yeah, and I do see a lot of you have been manifesting new love. Yeah, because having the Ace of Cups, and then the Knight of Cups is coming. Yeah. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah. So you could just be going with the flow, going out on a date. Ooh, past life relationship. You have known each other before. So could one of these people be from the past? Yeah, or maybe you need to heal a relationship from your past. Maybe you need closure. You need clarity from an ex to help you move on. Or it's the fact that someone wants to come back to, you know, reconcile and heal a connection and renew something, you know, and say sorry and open up emotionally. They see you as a wish fulfillment, a second chance. Like I said, good karma. Investing more, giving more. Yeah? New love, yeah? A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Interesting, Sagittarius, because I was just saying that as well. That some of you are dating new people. Yeah. Let friends help you. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah. So maybe you or your person are asking for support from your friends, because maybe they feel alone right now. And maybe you've got very supportive people around you, friends, family, yeah, people that you can trust. Love yourself first. Yeah. Someone could be working on self-love, most definitely. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah. This could be the one. So if you have met someone new, or if it's a familiar energy returning, it says this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. This could be someone that you've manifested in your head, you know, like visualizing of meeting your twin flame soulmate, you know. Heart-to-heart conversations. Could be something to do with this Knight of Cups here, this water sign. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, yeah. So someone's going to have a heart-to-heart with you, you know, that serious conversation, or you want someone that will be more open and honest and available about, you know, with their feelings and isn't so sort of wishy-washy, because this person could have been emotionally unstable very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I do see you've got a couple of admirers here, so someone finds you very attractive. Yeah. They find you very attractive, beautiful, glowing. Yeah. Maybe someone's feeling victorious right now. They're feeling very confident right now. Maybe it's that Queen of Wands. Because she's also very sexual, isn't she? You know, everyone's attracted to her. Yeah. I was just saying this as well. Trust in the universe. Trust in divine timing. You know, they will always correct you down the right path. They will always bring you someone who is good for you. Yeah. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah. And that's what the star card's about. Remaining hopeful, optimistic, having faith. Wish upon a star. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present future. Yeah. So maybe you or your person need to forgive themselves. They've learned a painful lesson. They want a second chance. They want to be forgiven. Yeah, maybe somebody needs closure. This could also be about trauma as well. Healing from trauma. Then we've got religious factors. Okay. And I did pick up outside influences, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religions, upbringing and spiritual path. So maybe you come from different backgrounds, you know, different upbringings, different families. I did see someone's family interfering here. Yeah, could be to do with this king and queen. Could be someone's parents. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So maybe Sagittarius, you're learning how to master patience, because maybe you're tired of, you know, those people that kept hurting you and causing you stress. Maybe you're losing control, you're losing your cool, you know, you're losing patience. You want someone really quickly to come into your life. And the universe is saying, you know, go with the flow, have patience, you know, learn to sort of adapt to your new routine. And you don't need to do anything, you don't need to control anything. The situation is unfolding naturally. Then we've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay? So you could be getting to know this new person. Yeah? And then we've got keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So if you have met a new person, I feel like they're a lot different to your ex, or they're a lot different to your previous people that you've been with. And they really do meet your expectations. You know, you feel different around them. I'm just going to pull a couple of angel oracle messages for Sagittarius and their person. This was quite intense. Yeah, because I sounded like I was drunk. Like my words were really slurred, like I was actually drunk, like literally drunk. It was this card here. someone drinks too much. That's what I do. I channel the cards. I channel people in the cards, and I channel the energies. That was intense. Wow. And sometimes, Sag, sometimes when I was doing a reading, it was so powerful and it was so intense. You know, where I was tuning into the energy, I stuttered so bad. It was like I was having a stroke. These readings are intense. Okay, so we've got Archangel Raguel, Divine Order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Yeah, don't worry, don't stress. Everything is divine timing. Everything is divinely orchestrated, as I always say. Yep. All is well. Archangel Jermiel. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. Yeah. So Sagittarius, you will soon understand why everything had to happen. Okay, this comes up a lot in my readings. You know, people don't understand what's happening, nothing makes sense. But when you reach your destination on your journey, where you want to be in life, like genuine and true, you will understand everything. Everything will make sense. Yeah, you'll see things differently, clearly. That's why the High Priestess is there as well, because she's also about going deep within. Yeah, going deep within yourself, and finding that guidance and the answers that you're looking for. It's all within you. That's what she's saying. You need to tune in. And again, hidden truths. Yeah, she masters a lot of knowledge, secrets. She's the keeper of secrets, mystery. Yeah, finding out things, money that you're owed. Okay. Yes, oh my gosh. Remember who you are. And I was picking that up before, that someone lost sight of who they were. That they feel like that, you know, they've lost sight of who they are. They've lost their identity. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very well loved. You're not alone. So someone could be, you know, talking with their ancestors who they put their faith into. Okay, any more for Sagittarius? Sagittarius and their person for this general and collective messages reading. Get a couple more. Then we've got moon cycles, yeah, and I picked that up with the Wheel of Fortune. Moon cycles, phases, cycles. Archangel Haniel, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Yeah, where there is a lot of moon cycles and where there is a lot of retrogrades and things, it affects you, you know, physically, emotionally. Energies run high, emotions run high, you feel different, people are decluttering, you know, people are cutting things out of their life, people out of their life aren't good for them. So that's come up for a reason. See past the illusion, because the moon is about illusion, but it's also about things that are hidden, and obstacles and challenges and things that you need to overcome. Such as fear. Yes. Wow. See? Courage. Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And I noticed that with the Justice card. Yeah? That someone's got moral values. Someone wants things to be fair. They want things to be right. You could be dealing with a Libra. Yeah? Maybe you're going to find out that you are owed money and you didn't know anything about it. Yeah? Wow. Does anything else want to come out for Sagittarius? This was a very intense, powerful reading. And then we have got, yeah, overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiel, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Wow. See? This could still be happening, or this has actually already happened. Yeah? And someone is where they need to be. They've reached their destination. Feeling whole again, feeling complete again. Yeah? If this is a divine union, you know, a divine counterpart, you will know who these people are. Past energy, new people. Wow. What a reading, Sagittarius. I'm going to have to go and charge my batteries now. This was intense. Do see someone new coming in for a lot of you. If it's not a new person, then it'll be someone that wants to come back and sort of start things up again. But things will be more fair this time. Yeah. Yeah, because I keep hearing partnership here. As in, because this mutual energy, it's like someone, it's like looking in a mirror. Yeah, just me and you. No one else in the way. That's the type of energy I'm getting. So I know, you know, some of you feel like you need to just go into the middle of a field and scream because you're so stressed out. But actually, they do say that scream therapy is good for you, but you know, do what you feel is right. As always, go with your own judgment and your gut instincts. Okay, listen to your inner voice, you know, your intuition, like the High Priestess says. Find your inner light. As always, Sagittarius, okay, it's been a pleasure to do this reading. It was very intense, okay, but I feel that this all wanted to come out for a reason, okay. I hope it was insightful for some of you at least, you know, and I hope it helped, you know, with some answers and clarity for those of you that have felt lost and stuck recently. And I'll see you again real soon for some more messages and readings. Take care, Sag.